Well, yet another controversy has now broken out and a war of words between the government as well as the opposition. And this is one of the favorite topics really of the opposition. Remember, Rahul Gandhi has always, even when he was abroad recently in America, made the point that whenever anyone has an alternative point of view from the government, their voice is muzzled. If it's the leaders, opposition leaders, and it's done inside parliament where mics are switched off and cameras are not shown. But if it is any movement, then of course the government tries to silence them. Here we are talking in the context of the former CEO and the Twitter, Jack Dorsey, where he's made these very startling allegations where he claimed that at the time of the Kisan agitation, there were pressures which were being mounted by the government on Twitter to ensure that those who were supporting, including journalists, those who were supporting the farmers' agitation, they should not be given a platform on Twitter. Their accounts either should be suspended or action should be taken against this. Very strong rebuttal came in early in the morning from the IT Minister, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, who said this is absolute nonsense, not an iota of truth, and this belongs to one ecosystem which wants to push forward a political narrative. At the end of the day, what has been the stand of the government? The government stand whenever they have met representatives from, say, a Facebook or WhatsApp or Twitter, whether it's in the parliamentary committee meetings and even outside, has been very simple, that you do allow freedom of expression. People can use these popular platforms, but at the end of the day, the laws of the land need to be followed. Whether it's the constitution, whether it's the act of parliament, nothing should be allowed or given space to which can stoke trouble, which can provoke, especially in sensitive matters or their issues of law and order. And therefore, this has been rejected. Now, when the opposition is also supporting and quoting Dorsey's allegations, what the government and the BJP is saying is that anyone who peddles an anti-India narrative always finds support from the opposition, thereby labeling the opposition as being anti-national or anti-national interests and national security. Each voice of the opposition is making this a huge issue, including Rahul Gandhi, on the fact that we stand vindicated. People, like during the Kisan agitation, they were being targeted consistently, they were name-called, they were labelled as anti-national, and this just goes on to show how the government wants to control every narrative. So that war of words certainly is going to mount ahead, especially on the opposition unity meeting on 23rd of June in Patna, and of course in the larger narrative for the Lok Sabha elections of 2024 as well.